There comes a point in life where you realize something unsettling. Most of what you care about doesn't matter. The opinions of strangers, the approval of colleagues, the validation from social media, the constant obsession with how you appear, how you rank, how you're seen. And yet, despite knowing this, most people are imprisoned by it. We live our lives constantly weighed down by invisible chains of expectation, fear, and approval seeking. But what if there was a philosophy that taught you how to break free? What if there was a way to walk through life with calm detachment, to rise above insults, failures, rejections, and even tragedy itself? That philosophy is Stoicism, and today we're going to explore its most misunderstood lesson, the art of not caring. Not in the sense of becoming cold or heartless, but in the sense of freeing yourself from the unnecessary weight of things you cannot control. This is not about indifference, it is about liberation. And if you understand this, you may live a life stronger, calmer, and more unshakable than you ever thought possible. So let us begin. Most people think Stoicism means suppressing your emotions, never crying, never smiling, being a stone statue in the face of life. But that is a distortion. Stoicism, born in Athens over 2,000 years ago, was a philosophy for living, not for pretending. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, were men who faced immense hardship. Marcus Aurelius was emperor of Rome, leading during plague and war. Seneca was exiled and forced to take his own life. Epictetus was born a slave, crippled from birth, and yet rose to become a revered teacher. None of them denied suffering. None of them ignored pain. Instead, Stoicism teaches this: we cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. That is the essence. And so the art of not caring is not apathy. It is the discipline of distinguishing between what is in your control and what is outside of it. Your health, your wealth, your reputation, your relationships, all of these can be taken from you. But your thoughts, your values, your response, those are yours. And this is where freedom begins. Look around today. We live in an age of overexposure. Everyone is watching. Everyone is posting, everyone is performing. Your successes are compared, your failures are judged, your mistakes are immortalized online. And so we care too much about likes, followers, comments, attention. But caring too much is exhausting. It's like carrying an endless backpack filled with the stones of other people's opinions. Seneca once wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And so it is with caring. Most of our suffering comes from imagined judgment. Ask yourself, how many things do you stress over that you won't even remember a year from now? How many things you worried about last year are even relevant today? The art of not caring is not about dismissing life. It's about carefully choosing what matters. The Stoics divided life into two categories. 1. Things within our control. 2. Things outside our control. Within our control, our thoughts, our actions, our choices, our character. Outside our control, the weather, the economy, other people, death, fortune, luck. Yet, ironically, we spend most of our lives obsessing over what we cannot control. We rage at traffic. We envy someone else's success. We agonize over someone else's opinion. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So the art of not caring is the discipline of withdrawing your energy from what you cannot control and pouring it into what you can. When you master this, you stop being pulled like a puppet by every circumstance. Imagine two soldiers One is constantly anxious about whether he will survive the next battle, constantly worrying about the outcome. The other accepts that death may come, but focuses only on fighting bravely in the present. Who is stronger? Detachment is not weakness. It is supreme strength. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. They would imagine loss, death, exile, poverty, not to depress themselves, but to prepare. Because if you have already accepted the possibility of loss, then loss cannot destroy you. To not care, in the Stoic sense, means to walk into the storm unafraid. Think of athletes who miss a shot but stay calm. Think of entrepreneurs who face failure and try again. Think of ordinary people facing illness with dignity. These are modern Stoics. The art of not caring makes you unshakable in a world that constantly tries to shake you. It makes you someone who cannot be manipulated by praise or by insult. Epictetus once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." The modern world punishes those who resist the crowd, but the Stoic is content to walk alone. So how do we apply Stoicism in daily life? 1. Journal like Marcus Aurelius. Each night reflect, what did I care too much about today? What was worth my attention? 2. Practice voluntary discomfort. Skip a meal, take a cold shower, walk without your phone. Train yourself to detach from comfort. 3. Pause before reacting. Someone insults you. Do not react immediately. Ask, is this in my control? 4. Accept mortality. Remember you are mortal. When you remember life is fragile, you stop wasting it. 5. Live by principles, not opinions. Define what you value, then act according to that, not according to applause. Through these practices, the art of not caring becomes a daily habit. Both criticism and praise are dangerous. Praise inflates the ego. Criticism bruises it. But both are just the noise of other people's opinions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Ambition means tying your well-being to what others say or do. Self-indulgence means tying it to the things that happen to you. But true philosophy means tying it to your own actions." The Stoic does not seek validation. He does not collapse under insults. He does not care, because his compass is internal, not external. Stoicism does not mean rejecting love or connection. It means loving deeply without clinging desperately. To love as if you could lose, to give without needing, to stand firm even when abandoned. This is true strength. When you master this art, you feel lighter. You realize most of the world's noise doesn't touch you. You act from principle, not from fear. You become unshakable, untouchable, free. This is the freedom the Stoics discovered. So when we speak of not caring, we do not mean heartlessness. We mean clarity. We mean the wisdom to know what matters and the courage to ignore what doesn't. As Epictetus once said, it is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them. If you can master your opinions, you can master your life. This is Stoicism. This is the art of not caring.